Pakistan's former minister praises Rahul Gandhi, says Rahul on fire in a social media post. PM Modi latches on to former Pak minister's praise of Rahul, says Congress's partnership with Pakistan exposed.
आपने इससे पहले इलेक्शन पाकिस्तान के जनरलों के खिलाफ लड़ा, उसमें कामयाबी हासिल की। इस वाले इलेक्शन में हमें दिल्ली की ताकत मुखालफत कर रही है। इंशाल्लाह इस इलेक्शन में हम इस ताकत को भी हरा के रखेंगे।
Shocking comment by Umar Abdullah compares Pak generals to the national government. All right, after Prime Minister exposed the Pakistan Congress Party connect, Smriti Irani has now picked on it while campaigning in her constituency, Amethi. She launched a scathing attack on Rahul Gandhi. Let's take a listen to what Smriti Irani said on the Pakistan Connect of the Congress.
तब मारेंगे जब जान छोड़ेंगे। राहुल गांधी ने तो संकल्प ले लिया कि उन संगठनों का भी समर्थन लेना चाहेंगे जो हिंदू को मौत के घाट उतारेंगे। आज जनता के सम्मुख मैं अपना आश्चर्य व्यक्त करना चाहती हूँ। जब मेंकेश्वर जी अपना उद्बोधन दे रहे थे तब मैंने मोबाइल पर समाचार देखा। समाचार देखकर मैं भी स्तब्ध हो गई। पता चला पाकिस्तान के एक मंत्री ने हिंदुस्तान के एक समाचार चैनल को वक्तव्य दिया। पाकिस्तान के मंत्री ने कहा है कुछ भी हो जाए मोदी जीतना नहीं चाहिए। पाकिस्तान के उस मंत्री ने कल राहुल गांधी का समर्थन किया। मैं आज पूछना चाहती हूँ राहुल जी से, सत्ता का इतना लालच क्यों कि अब आप पाकिस्तान जैसे दुश्मन देश का भी समर्थन लेना चाहते हो? सत्ता का इतना लालच क्यों कि आज आप उनका समर्थन लेना चाहते हो जो सरहद पर हमारे सैनिकों के प्राण हरना चाहते हैं? सत्ता का इतना लालच क्यों राहुल जी?
All right, friends, so there's absolute fracture panning out in the Delhi unit of the Congress party. We saw their president Arvinder Singh Lovely resigning a couple of days back. Since then, we have seen at least two former MLAs resign or quit from the party on the issue of the alliance that the party has struck with Aam Aadmi Party as part of the larger Indie bloc. The Congress leaders in Delhi unit, as also many other states, believe that this alliance is detrimental to the prospects of the Congress, and that's why they are quitting, because they do not see any hope for the Congress till the time that the alliance between Congress and AAP exists. Let's listen into one of those former MLAs who quit yesterday, Nasib Singh.
आपने अभी जो हाल ही में देखा गया कांग्रेस पार्टी से बहुत मैस रेजिग्नेशंस हो रहे हैं। अभी हाल ही में आपने भी रेजिग्नेशन दिया है। क्या ये मेन रीजन जो इस रेजिग्नेशन का है कि ये जो कांग्रेस पार्टी का अनहोली अलायंस है आम आदमी पार्टी का, इस वजह से है? सर
देखिए, बिल्कुल इसी वजह से कि जिन लोगों ने एक प्रोपेगेंडा करके झूठ बोला कि शीला दीक्षित की सरकार भ्रष्ट है और पूरे भारत में कांग्रेस के खिलाफ एक जिहाद छेड़ दी, जिससे कांग्रेस को बहुत नुकसान हुआ और उसमें मिला कुछ नहीं। आप बताइए, शीला दीक्षित पर एक भी दाग मिला हो तो? या केंद्र की सरकार पर, चाहे 2G का बोलो, चाहे आप कॉमनवेल्थ का बोलो, किसी का कुछ नहीं था। लेकिन इन्होंने झूठ मूठ के लिए एक बवंडर फैलाया और उसको कांग्रेस की सरकारों को बदनाम किया। और शीला दीक्षित और सोनिया गांधी को जेल में डालने की बात की, राजीव गांधी को भारत रत्न छीनने की बात की। इसके बावजूद कांग्रेस की लीडरशिप उनके साथ गठबंधन कर रही है। इस वजह से कम 25-30 एक्स MLA नाराज हैं। हमने इनको बताया भी, लेकिन ये माने नहीं और आज उसका नतीजा ही भुगत रहे हैं। हमारी कॉन्शियस अलाउ नहीं करती हम इसके साथ खड़े हों। जिन लोगों ने हम पे भ्रष्टाचार के आरोप लगाए, हमारे नेताओं को जेल में डालने की बात करी, आज वो खुद जेल में है और जेल में होने के बाद जेल से ही ऐसा लगता है कि दिल्ली प्रदेश कांग्रेस कमेटी को केजरीवाल जेल से चला रहा है कि एक सीट मिली है। कांग्रेस को एक सीट दी है जयप्रकाश अग्रवाल की, इसके अलावा किसी कुछ नहीं है। वो दो जो और नाम के लिए वो केजरीवाल के लोग हैं, वो हमारा कोई लेना देना नहीं है उनसे। लेकिन ऐसे नहीं चलेगा, हम नहीं मानेंगे। हम लोगों को गर्त में पहुंचाने वाले लोग, हम उनके साथ नहीं खड़े हो सकते। और भ्रष्टाचार के वो सबसे बड़े उदाहरण हैं। आज ऐसा लगता है कि आम आदमी पार्टी भ्रष्टाचार के दलदल में धंस चुकी है और वो जेल जा रही है लगातार, क्योंकि जो करेगा वही तो जेल जाएगा ना। ऐसे तो यहाँ कोर्ट है, यहाँ सुप्रीम कोर्ट है, हाई कोर्ट है, नीचे की कोर्ट है, कोई एजेंसी इस तरह से नहीं पकड़ सकती किसी को। लेकिन ये सब जो हो रहा है ठीक हो रहा है। और इन लोगों ने, कांग्रेस के लोगों ने, जो कांग्रेस में केजरीवाल के लोग हैं, वो उन्होंने कांग्रेस को गर्त में ले जाने का काम कर रहे हैं। आज उसी का नतीजा है कि लोग पार्टी छोड़ रहे हैं।
जी, तो सर अगर मैं पूछना चाहूंगी, जो आगामी आने वाले चुनाव है, क्या आपको लगता है कि इससे जो दिल्ली में 7 सीटें हैं, कांग्रेस एक भी सीट नहीं जीत पाएगी, क्योंकि इतना मैस रेजिग्नेशन हो रहा है कांग्रेस?
बिल्कुल, काम कौन करेगा आप ये बताइए।
All right, moving on, friends. Earlier in the morning, we had a viral video coming out of Bengal, where Trinamool Congress's member of Legislative Assembly from Bharatpur Assembly segment, Humayun Kabir, was seen in the video making incendiary comments on the communal relationships on the ground. He was also suggesting that they need to throw the BJP out, and then he added that in fact, the minority community there needs to be thrown out. Obviously, the place he was talking from in Rajinagar happens to be a constituency or assembly segment where the Muslims happen to be the majority and the Hindus happen to be the minority. I'm told Mayuk joins us live from our Bangla newsroom. So let's try to understand what's really happened there before we go on to a development that has taken place in connection with the story. Mayuk, those comments seem like really incendiary and could have caused a law and order situation also. Please tell us how the video emerged, from when the video was, and has any legal action been taken by the Bengal government first on that video?
Well, Abhishek, first of all, this video that has gone viral after the BJP leaders have started tweeting it, including Amit Malviya. This video is from Murshidabad. It's a viral video that has come up from one of the campaigns in Arjunpur area. Remember, this is the same place where a few days back the Ram Navami, the procession, the Ram Navami rally was targeted. Bombs were hurled allegedly, and the whole incident became out of control. Right now, we are yet to find out what legal actions or what are the steps the Bengal police is trying to, we are certain, or what are the steps Bengal police is taking. But right now what we are getting to know is that there's one development. BJP delegation from West Bengal BJP unit, including Shishir Bajoria and others, they have officially filed a complaint with the CEO, the Chief Electoral Officer of the Election Commission in West Bengal office, in Kolkata office, regarding the violation of MCC, mouthing of provocative and inflammatory statements calculated to cause mutual hatred, communal disharmony or ill will, and causing tension and sense of fear amongst the voters. Shishir Bajoria, one of the BJP leaders here, who's responsible for complaining and monitoring the model code of conduct violations by Trinamool Congress leaders. And remember the fact that, Abhishek, this man, Humayun Kabir, he's not some junior level leader. He has been a leader in Murshidabad from maybe 2 or 3 decades. So this leader saying all these things is directly questioning Mamata Banerjee, directly questioning the intent of Trinamool Congress, and most importantly, whether Trinamool Congress is actually indulging this kind of hatred politics.
Yeah. Mayuk, in fact, stay with us. I'm told Mr. Shishir Bajoria of the BJP is joining us live. Mr. Bajoria, we have seen the complaint filed by the BJP, which Mayuk was mentioning. You think that this is enough, or you think actually the Bengal government should be taking the initiative with the kind of incendiary comments that their legislator has made?
Abhishek, you're dead right. This should have, by now, West Bengal government should have moved in. Absolutely, you're right. But we are sure that not only they will not move in, even after receiving our complaint, they will work overtime to try and justify. We have seen in the past, how they twist the complaint. We have provided the video. How they will, there's no way of them doing anything. And we are very sure that by the time the reports come from the DM and the SP, they will try to justify Humayun Kabir. But we are very clear, we are not letting this go. And it's violation on 2 counts. One, of course, MCC has been violated and we have enumerated which sections of MCC. But also 153A of the IPC of the Indian Penal Code. 153A of IPC provides for jail term up to 3 years. It's a non-bailable section. And this is what we have asked the Election Commission, that they should instruct this FIR to be filed under this very section, because that is inciting communal violence. What does he say? You got the video. He said dead bodies will be floating on the Bhagirathi. Dead bodies will be floating. It's a direct threat to the Hindu community. And I'm naming Hindu community for only one reason. He did not leave it to any imagination. He said those who are here 30%. Remember, we are 7%.
While Mr. Bajoria, while Humayun Kabir happens to be a Trinamool legislator, the fact is that this is Murshidabad, and we know the connections there. And you think the BJP can stop at filing a petition with the Election Commission?
No, sir. We will not stop. You're absolutely right. Again, we will not stop. We are very clear that we will take it first, in the logical way. We have gone to the CEO, we have filed it to the CEO, we have copied the 2 special observers, the special observer for general and the special observer for police, and we will be seeking an appointment with the special observers. If need be, we will go to the Chief Election Commissioner in Delhi. We will not stop at this. This is a direct threat. This will not stop. Can you imagine what will happen on the other side? This is something very, very inflammatory. This person, he's a serial offender. This is not the first time he has done.
Of course, this is not the first time, but obviously tempers are running high. This is election season, and every party wants to max in terms of addressing their core voter constituency, and Humayun Kabir seems to be doing that. Only that he seems to be on the wrong side of the law under Section 295, I believe, of the BNS, the erstwhile IPC.
He should be arrested.
All right, that's BJP's demand. On that note, I'll let you go, Mr. Bajoria. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll keep close track of the developments taking place in this viral video of Trinamool legislator from Bengal, where he has made comments which seem like suggesting that the majority community there should be taking law in their hands. And that's why the complaint by the BJP. On that note, we move on to the next story, which is an important one coming in from Kashmir. Omar Abdullah is a senior leader of the Jammu and Kashmir National Conference, former chief minister of the state, of course, and contesting from Baramulla this time while addressing a gathering there, or a press conference, in fact, said in response to a question that earlier he has contested against Pakistani generals and won. This time he's doing that against the Delhi government, or the government in Delhi. Seems like he's comparing Pakistani generals with the government in Delhi. Listen into exactly what Omar Abdullah said.
Omar Saab, congratulations for filing the nomination. What will be the agenda of National Conference if you win seat from Baramulla? And
obviously, if I win, nobody should take their victory for granted. But as they say, well begun is half done, and it's been a strong beginning by us today. Obviously, I will go with one aim, and that is to represent the aspirations of the people of this parliament constituency. It has 18 assembly segments spread across 4 districts. Clearly, the problems are many, and my aim would be to represent to the best extent possible the aspirations of the people here.
Omar Saab, you have been quite critical about the policies of BJP New Delhi government. Will Omar Abdullah be seen in parliament as vocal as he was in Kashmir?
Probably more, because that's what I'll be elected to do. I will ensure that what you saw of me in 2008 in the debate on the nuclear deal is exactly what you will see from me in parliament should the people of Baramulla elect me and send me there.
Prime Minister has always been saying that the dynasty politics needs to be ruled out. They need to weed out the dynasty politics of the Muftis and Abdullahs. How do you see the Prime Minister always targeting?
Let him not worry about the Muftis and the Abdullahs. Let him first weed it out from the BJP. Then we'll talk.
What was the reason that BJP could not field its candidates from Kashmir Valley, though claiming they are winning the hearts of people?
Defeat. Obviously defeat. They know that it will be impossible for their candidates to even save their deposits, much less win any votes.
Sir, Prime Minister Modi today said that Congress has always given Parivarwad to the country when BJP and the Modi has given everything. Similarly, Pakistan is trying hard to back and to see Rahul Gandhi as the Prime Minister of the country.
नहीं, अब जब लोगों को हार नजर आती है तो फिर वो पाकिस्तान का इस्तेमाल करते हैं। अब कब तक आप पाकिस्तान का डंडोरा यहाँ पीटोगे? और वो भी मतलब उस खानदान के खिलाफ जिस खानदान ने इतनी कुर्बानियाँ दी। Who can forget how much? Leave aside political differences. I have not always seen eye to eye with the Congress, but who can disregard their sacrifices? Not one but two prime ministers, one sitting, one former prime minister. How many ex-chief ministers, how many senior leaders, whether in the LTTE militancy, in Khalistan militancy, in Jammu and Kashmir militancy. The Congress has always stood the test of nationalism. Now, we may have political differences, but this sort of campaign doesn't help us.
Omar Sab, you were labelled as tourist, now you are fighting from a sea. How do you see the comments coming from?
It's actually very heartening that first I was accused of being a tourist. Now I'm being accused of having selected a safe seat. I'm up against all the power that Delhi can throw at me. Let's see what happens.
Omar Sab, your family has ruled Jammu and Kashmir for decades. Your father, grandfather, even you have been the chief minister of Jammu and Kashmir, and then the situation where you have seen the stone pelting and the janazas of the terrorists, and then the huge crowd coming out. Do you see now that the situation has really changed, because now leaders can move at least without security, and now you're seeing the lot of activities taking place in Srinagar and other places?
These situations have ebbed and flowed. I fought numerous elections. This is not the first time we've addressed a crowd. The enthusiasm in my workers is something that is heartening to see. But I think that's also because of the sort of difficulties we've gone through as a region, as a people, after 2019. But otherwise, sort of campaigning, moving around, we've done it, and we're doing it even now. It's not free from threat. If Jammu and Kashmir was normal, why did we not have assembly elections at the same time as parliament elections? That's the only question I want the BJP to answer.
All right, that's an interaction that Omar Abdullah had with our Srinagar Bureau Chief Zeenat Zishan Fazil. But before that, addressing the rally, Omar made the comment on fighting with the Pakistani generals and then the Delhi government. Let's listen into that.
दिल्ली की ताकत, दिल्ली की हुकूमत, नागपुर का आरएसएस, ये सब एक साथ मिलके आज नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस इंडियन अलायंस के जो है तीनों उम्मीदवार कश्मीर में हमें हराने पे जो है लगे हुए हैं। लेकिन इंशाल्लाह मैंने अपने इससे पहले इलेक्शन पाकिस्तान के जनरलों के खिलाफ लड़ा, उसमें कामयाबी हासिल की। इस वाले इलेक्शन में हमें दिल्ली की ताकत मुखालफत कर रही है। इंशाल्लाह इस इलेक्शन में हम इस ताकत को भी हरा के रखेंगे।
All right, some misplaced comparisons there, but on that note, we slip into a short break and I come back on the other side with another important and exclusive story from Hyderabad.